Have you been wanting to give Robinhood a try as an investing and option trading platform? I did. I wanted to compare it to my other brokers, Schwab and Merrill Edge. So I opened an account about 8 months ago, summer of 2023, and I'll share my experiences so far. Spoiler, it's been okay. There are a few things I don't like about it, but there's one thing that I absolutely love. This episode is going to be from the perspective of using their website, not their phone app, although a lot of the content will apply to both. I like a lot of screen space to see a lot of details when I'm making a trade. Setting up the account and getting my small bonus was fairly easy. You're looking at my transaction log from the start of my account, July 2023. When I signed up, I deposited $25,000, which was enough to get a $100 bonus here. The bonus hit my account 3 months after my deposit date. I think their deposit bonus structure changes frequently, so you'll need to check for one when you sign up. They also give you a small amount to buy a free stock for signing up, and that's this transaction here. It's usually between $5 and $10, so probably a fractional share, depending on which stock you choose. They say it can be up to $200, but from what I've heard, it's almost always between $5 and $10. So that's a bit sketchy in my opinion. False advertising is not really what I'm looking for in a broker. Anyway, I chose Disney and got 0.064 shares on 7/31, the same day I signed up. Disney was 86.3 that day, so that works out to $5.52. Disney's done well since then, so I just recently sold it for $7.80 or a $2.28 profit. Woohoo! I'm going to cover the good stuff first and leave my complaining for last. Here is my favorite thing about Robinhood. If you're thinking about moving an IRA to Robinhood or contributing to an IRA each year, they offer a really amazing perk. If you join their Gold subscription, which costs around $60 per year, they'll match 3% of your IRA transfer or contribution with no cap. You have to keep it there for 5 years for the matching to vest. And there are some other complicated rules about taking money out. But if you think there's little chance of you needing your IRA money for 5 years, this is an absolutely terrific deal. Their transfer match for IRAs and 401ks expires soon, end of April. So if you want that, you'll need to do it quick. But their contribution matches have no expiration as far as I know. I just pulled the trigger, joined Gold, and am moving my biggest IRA from Schwab to Robinhood. I think this match will more than make up for the things I just don't like about the platform, which I'll describe in a bit. There's a link to another creator's YouTube about Robinhood's IRA Match if you'd like more details. Sorry, Mr. Berger, I didn't mean to cut off the top of your head, but it couldn't be helped. They also just announced a new interesting looking credit card with some nice features. It says no annual fee, which again is sketchy advertising. You have to be a member of their Gold subscription service to get it. I just got on the waiting list for it, but no idea when I'll get one. So this channel is mostly about selling options. So I thought I'd walk you through how Robinhood does some common things with options. If you click on the feather here or the investing tab here, it will show you this page. It doesn't give you a detailed view of all your positions. It only shows your options and underlying stocks over here to the right. I currently have 2 stocks and covered calls on each. I can drill into each covered call and get more details about it. So it gives you a graph of the options price over some different time periods here. To the right, you can buy to close or sell to open. And there's also a roll position button here, which is nice. I'll show you how that works in a minute. Scrolling further down, you see its current market value and how you've done on your option position so far, and some other information. Further down, you see some more stats like implied volatility. Here's the Greeks and here's the delta and the history. Now let's see how rolling works. We're going to roll this position. My current call was expiring in September, so it defaulted to the next monthly, October 18th, shown here. You can select a different expiration to roll to by clicking this. It scrolls down to the strikes close to my current strike of 80. Some of these are red, some are green, depending on how the option did for the day. This was the only one that increased in value. Just for fun, let's choose the 75 strike. It will fill this area. When I click the plus, it estimates the debit or credit here. Let's continue. It gives us some more information before we can review order. Like it's 3 cents a contract, and here's our buying power. Let's review it before placing. So it's warning us about a big spread here. You can see it puts the limit price, $253, in between the bid and the ask, $215 and $290. I like that, but if you want to make a few extra pennies premium, you can up that price, or if you want to increase the chance of it getting filled, you can lower that price, assuming it's a credit roll. We'll just continue here. If you wanted a different limit price, press this button. Then to place the roll, you just press submit. What if you just want to buy a stock and sell a covered call on it? Let's try to do that with Starbucks. Over here, we could buy the stock, but I'd like to do both at the same time. It's a buy right, buy 100 shares and sell a covered call at the same time. It's a fairly common thing for option traders to do. So maybe it's in Starbucks options. Let's try that. I'm not seeing anything for a buy right here. This is just for buying and selling an option, not the stock too. So let's try this builder button. I see some interesting strategies for the fancy option traders, but nothing I like to do. I thought maybe I could find a buy right strategy here, but nope, not seeing a way. If you know a way, please let us know in the comments. So you'll have to buy the stock and sell the call separately. Annoying, but not a showstopper. That's enough about options. I've had no problems with execution speed or fill price on Robinhood, and it's never been down since I joined, as far as I know. But now it's time to get negative. I'll describe what I don't like about Robinhood. I like to think I know my way around online brokerages. I've been investing since the mid-90s. I've used a number of online brokerages over the years, from Deltec way back in the day to Ameritrade, Merrill Edge, Schwab, and a few others. So I have some experiences to compare with Robinhood, and some of my expectations just aren't being met. I'm going to go into details of each gripe. But first, if this is sounding interesting and you're enjoying this content, please consider liking and subscribing. Gripe number 1. Robinhood's interface is designed to be simple and easy, at the cost of not showing a lot of information. You have to drill into each of your positions to see any detail, and I find that very annoying. I like to see a lot of details about all my positions on one page. I want to see my underlying stocks and option positions with some customization of what's shown. Something like Schwab's position page or Merrill's current holdings page. And Robinhood just doesn't have this. Instead, you get this little pathetic sidebar to the right. You'll have to drill into each position to see any detail, which makes me sad. Gripe number 2. At my other brokers, I can instantly generate a list of transactions, all of my positions, or filter by an underlying stock or date range, then download a file and paste it into a spreadsheet for further analysis. But at Robinhood, I have to go to Accounts, Reports and Statements, generate a report, and then wait a few hours for it to be done. Then I can download it. Why? Welcome back to 1970s batch processing. This is unacceptable in 2024. It makes me wonder about the technology backing their platform. They do at least have a history page, but it has no export feature. Gripe number 3. I really hate subscriptions. They usually aren't a good deal for you, but are a great racket for the companies offering them. Robinhood Gold may be the exception for a while, but we'll need to watch it closely. This page is showing how much the subscription costs per year, $60, versus how much interest you'd earn on $10,000 cash with Robinhood Gold. The recurring revenue of subscriptions really boosts company profits, whether the customer is using the features of the subscription or not. Robinhood could do stealth subscription fee increases every once in a while, hoping we won't notice. They're really going to try to hide the subscription cost from us and make it hard to cancel like every other subscription out there. Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Adobe, etc. They've all learned from the insurance and warranty ripoff models that we've been stuck with for decades. And we can be sure more subscription models are on the way as long as we're gullible enough to submit to them. At Robinhood, you have to join Robinhood Gold and currently pay around $5 a month to get a fair interest rate on your cash and a really nice boost to the IRA Match. I judge it to be worth it for now, but something worth watching. Gripe number 4, a long wait for support. I haven't tried calling Robinhood directly, but I've used their chat support a couple times. First, it's really well hidden. It took me 8 mouse clicks to get to the start of a chat process for help transferring my IRA. I had to go account, help, contact us 24/7, and I went to the retirement tab and rollovers and transfers and transfer my money into a Robinhood IRA, contact us, and chat. So that was much quicker than it took me to figure out how to get there. Second, it takes forever. I've had to wait an hour once and 2 hours once. On Schwab, it's never taken more than 5 minutes to get a chat session started. Once I've started chatting, they typically had to transfer me once or twice before getting my issue resolved or a question answered. But they seem pretty good once they get you to the right person. That's it for the major gripes. I'll just mention one last thing. What about money market funds on Robinhood where you can park your idle cash? I'm showing a Reddit post about it. There are no money market funds available on Robinhood. This will only matter if you're not signed up for the Robinhood Gold subscription, which will automatically put your sweet cash into a nice variable yielding account. If you're not signed up for Gold, you can put your idle cash into one of these ETFs. This Reddit is linked in the description. In conclusion, there are some things I don't like about Robinhood, but the 3% IRA match is just too sweet to pass up. Let me know about your experiences and opinion of Robinhood in the comments. I really appreciate any feedback or comments. Robinhood accounts are FDIC insured for $500,000 in case disaster hits, and their balance sheet looks pretty strong, so I'm confident it's a safe place to put your retirement money. But I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. This is just some guy sharing his experience on Robinhood. If you enjoyed this content, please consider liking and subscribing, and have a profitable day.